Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you the one thing that I would do to improve and grow a swim school. So I think if you're not currently doing this, this is perhaps the best thing you can do to improve the customer experience and improve your retention rates and overall profitability. So on the screen here, I've got our assessment screen. So one of the most important things you can do to improve the performance and the retention of your swim school is to give parents regular feedback. So I'm just going to run through four quick tips that we give our clients to help improve their assessment and feedback processes. So if you don't currently have a feedback and assessment process, then this is hopefully going to be helpful for you. So step one is to assess your students every 90 days. So this is in first class software where you can actually record the progress of the children. So we can see we've got the skills on the left and we've got the children in columns across the top, and we can record their progress for certain skills. So we can see that this is all color coded here, and we can see who has achieved certain things and where everybody sits. But the key message here for our first point is that you need to do this at least every 90 days. So that's our first tip. Number two is to be descriptive. So where a lot of swim schools go wrong is that they tick off skills, but ticking off a skill doesn't really tell us a lot, because the progression of a skill is not binary. It could, someone could have a skill mastered to kind of 70 or 80%, but they're still not 100% or don't have full mastery of that skill. So that's why it's best to have like a continuum. So in this example, we've got things like attempted, in progress, and completed. So there's three options. We recommend having 3 or 4 options. Words like introduced are really useful. That kind of means the skill's just starting out. Improving the skills kind of 50%, or consolidating. That might mean they're almost there, but not quite, and competent. So the more descriptive you can be, the easier it is for parents to understand. Tip number 3 is to provide parents with an easy way to view progress. So the way we do that here is we are able to send progress updates to parents via email through this section here. So by ticking off when we've assessed a student here, we can either tick them off as P as passed or progressed, or N as not ready. And then we can send a notification to the parent. The way parents can consume this is then either through our portal or app, where this information is displayed to really articulate the progress the child's made. And it's obviously the descriptive words is one element, but we also include, has that changed since the last assessment? So we want to really highlight progress, not just where they're at now. And the final thing we want to look at is the time that people have been in the same level. So we want to identify stagnating students. So that's our fourth point. So here we can see when people have started in a class, but we also have reporting where you can identify people that have, or students that have been in the same level for a long period of time. So let's recap our 4 points. Number 1 is to assess students every 90 days. Number 2 is to be descriptive. Number 3 is to provide parents with an easy way to view progress. And number 4 is to identify stagnating students. Those 4 points are really the foundations of a really good assessment process. And if you're doing that and giving parents regular updates, you'll notice that parents are more satisfied and less likely to pull their children out. Often children are making progress, but if you're not communicating that progress, then the parent can be left in the dark. And it's an easier decision for them to pull their kids out and cancel if they're not being communicated and actively shown the progress their child's making. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want any information about First Class software and how it can help your swim school around managing bookings, payments, and of course, assessments and skill tracking, then reach out to us on our website, www.firstclassretention.com. Speak to you later.